I don't want to be like just champion, and I want to be like greatest champion in lightweight division.
I just want to mold people. This is what I want to do. You know, doesn't matter Dustin, Tony, or other opponents. Doesn't matter. When I go to the cage, I mold my opponents. All my life, 27-0. People talk about his 6 win streak. What about 27 win streak? And 11 years undefeated. And you know, I don't want to underestimate this guy. I know he's tough challenge, but this guy is not in my level. Young fans, respect your parents. Be your parents very close. This is very important. Parents, everything. You know, your mother, your father, and that's it. And everything in your life is gonna be good if you're gonna listen to your parents, mother, father. You know, be very close with them. You know, and that's it. I think other things, everything is calm. You know, because your parents are gonna teach you what you have to do. But you know, when you're 15, 16 or 17 years old, you think you know everything, you know. You feel a little bit power, you forget about when you was 2 years old or 1.5 years old, you forget about everything. Now you big guy, 16 years old, okay. And you feel power, everything, and you sometimes you don't respect your parents. You have to remember everything. When you grow up, how they support you, how they give you life, you know. This is very important. Be your parents close, and that's it. But this is not everything about money for me, this sport. But of course I like money too. Money is very important. But like same time is like very dangerous too, because if money go inside your mind, you know, but if you have money on your hand, this is good. You can do a lot of stuff. You can help a lot of people. But if money go inside your mind and you think about all the time about money, this one is problem. I care about my legacy. I don't want to fight for the money. I don't need fight for the money, you know. You know, a lot of people, it's like a lot of champions. When I watch, when they become champions, then they come back a little bit different, because when you have belt, when you're champion, when you have attention, when you have money, everything, it's like you don't train like you trained before. Like sometimes you have to travel somewhere, you train one time a day. Sometimes you have to do something like some appearance with your sponsorship companies, like this. Like every time, like every month, you can lose like 7-10 trainings, and for next 6 months you can change a little bit because you're training less. But I try to follow this. I try to be focused. I try to train every day hard. But right now I still hungry. I really want to compete. I really enjoy with training. My father teach me, hey, you have to be always respectful. This is respect sport, you know. This is not trash talking sport. This is respect. So like I told you before, guys, I want to change this game. I don't want people talk about like opponents, talk about his father, like religion. You cannot talk about religion. You cannot talk about nation. You know, guys, you cannot talk about this stuff. And you know, this is for me is very important.
What were some things your dad taught you that stuck with you at a young age?
And I was fighting versus 29 years old, 14 ranked in the world. He have 17 fights in UFC, and one of the best of that time. I was fighting with non-stop and train. One more things, like about your mental toughness. Because when you go to the cage, you have so many emotional come same time on your head. Every emotional they have separate places, but if everything come on your mind and then make you weak, this can make you break, can make you strong, you know. In my mind, I was UFC champion. Like it was no way somebody can stop me And father always told me, only one thing, if like, I think it's like lucky punch. Otherwise, if you're not gonna stop train like you train now, if you're gonna still focus, I don't think somebody can stop you. Because you can wrestle, you can punch, you can do all these things all night. You know, you have good condition, you have big heart. I think you can become world champion, just you have to be focused. Train yourself, everything, but if you don't have like this mentality, like somebody gonna break you. Anything can happen with you, this is for reason. You have to sacrifice all your life if you wanna become champion. If you're working every day like 6 hours and you wanna train like 4-5 hours and you have to sleep, eat, like a lot of things, you know. Like between trainings you have to train, after sleep, then nighttime you come again train. You know, it's like there is so many things you cannot do. And one of the things, like what father always told me, you don't need to work. You don't need to, just stay focused, train, and your time gonna come. Like, stay focused, your time gonna come. And I'm like, okay, because I don't have choice. And people think there is no rules fighting, but there is so many rules. Doesn't matter where you're from, Russia or US. It have to be always rules, discipline, and scheduling.
It, like a lot of people underestimate one thing. When they become famous, when they become rich, when they become success, they all beginning to talk about, oh, you know, this is because of my mindset, this is because of I work hard, this is because my business mind is very smart, you know. I'm a very strong guy, I can handle anything in the world, you know. But what about other millions and millions of people around the world who work so hard, but they don't have this position that I have? This is test from Allah. This is test from God. He give you this. You wanna taste it, how you gonna handle this? And don't make this mistake, guys. Everything come from God, you know. Like I remember, I grew up in a very small village with a very poor life. I have very good amateur career. I become two-time Russian champion, two-time world champion in combat sambo. I was competing everywhere. I remember when I grew up, father made me compete like freestyle wrestling, Greco-Roman, Croatian, grappling, amateur MMA, combat sambo. Even he make me like wrestle with the bears. This is how he teach me. This is how he tried to teach me, because he always tell me, when you're gonna go to big arena, you can handle any pressure. You can handle any pressure when you go to the big arena. But right now you have to work hard. And I remember when I asked him when I was young, I was very young, maybe like 6-7 years old. I remember it was like lesson for all my life. I asked him money. He said, okay, I'm gonna give you money, but you have to deserve this. You think I'm gonna give you everything what you want? No. You have to deserve this. I remember when first time I realized this, like someone tell me, hey, you know, it was 2009, I think, you know, your record is 5-0. And some people who have 5-0, 6-0, they compete in UFC. I'm like, 5-0? Okay, I'm gonna check this. I check, I'm like, okay, 5-0. What about if I become 10-0? Maybe I can compete in UFC. At that time, it was no fighter in UFC from Russia. It was no fighter, a long time. And I become 16-0 and UFC decided me. I was first fighter from Russia, and a lot of people in my country was watching. Okay, like more than 10 years, nobody from our country competed in Russia, and now we're gonna watch how we're gonna deal with this. January 2012, I made my debut in UFC, and I finished my opponent, and after that, UFC understand. 2014, when I just beat Rafael Dos Anjos, I tore my ACL. This is like crazy injury. It's like very bad injury. I tore my ACL. After that, I tried to come back. Almost 1 year, I recovered. Tried to come back. I tore again ACL. 1 more year. After that, I tried to come back again. I broke my ribs half year. You know, like it was very difficult time for me. You know, I remember when I was talking with my father. Maybe it's like. Maybe I'm gonna, maybe I should like retire. What do you think? Like, because I'm tired again, surgery, you know. And he said like, if you wanna give up, you can give up. This is your choice. You can do whatever you want, but how you gonna give up? Like so many years we were working together, like, and you like only 26 years old. My prime time it was 32, 33. Your time's gonna come, but you cannot give up, you know. And this give me like crazy motivation. I never give up. I never even remember I give up in training, top, or like in amateur career, professional career, in the gym. Never in my life. A lot of people ask me, you proud of something? I'm very proud of. I never give up. Thank you so much.